downtime in itself has kind of been a little bit of a blessing. I honestly think that this downtime has had a little bit to do with how much America is paying attention to the struggle of Black people right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that us kind of being forced to sit still and sit in one place, it you know, people ain't had nothing to do but pay attention to what's going on in the world. And then when you see what's going on in the world, now they're outraged because, oh my God, this is happening. It's like, no, not only is this happening, it's been happening.
It's been happening.
For a long time.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you know, again, we're living in a historic time right now. Like, this is history right now. All 50 states, 19 countries, all protesting in the name of Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When has America ever stood up like this for Black people? So, I mean, it's a dope time. We still got a long way to go and a lot of work to do, but you know, change is happening. I'm happy about that.
Right.
And
So
we saw your emotional
right.
performance at George Floyd's funeral. I got to view it myself on television. And what was it like just being there in that room, and what was your experience like there?
In a word, it was heavy. Just the air was heavy. You know, it was you know, that's where George Floyd was from. So, you know, a lot of his neighborhood, a lot of people from where he grew up, you know, a lot of his family, dear friends, and you could feel the love that they have for this man. It's like, you know, when people pass, and then, you know, we start to we kind of put on, like, we talk about only the best things about them, you know what I'm saying? But when you listen to these people talk about this man and just the things that he was doing in his community, the things that he was doing, you know, outside of just being a guy, like genuinely giving a damn about other people, you know, like you caught a sense of, like, this dude was beloved. Like, he wasn't just some dude that we knew in the neighborhood. Like, they loved this man. They really did. And, you know, to get up there, I held it together pretty much the whole funeral. Like, I was there, I was sitting in the pews, and, you know, I'm watching everything, and I'm watching the videos, and I held it together. I got up on stage, and I looked down, and his daughter was right there. And it broke me. It just broke me. I'm grateful that they allowed me to be a part of his final goodbye. I figured that y'all might want to talk about some of the backlash that came from my comments. I initially didn't understand how anybody could misunderstand what I meant. It was my manager that brought to my attention that I had even received any backlash, because I don't really read comments, and like, this is where people make the decision to be ignorant. So I ain't even gonna bother myself with this. So he hit me and was like, yeah, it was a few people that you were at. He actually told me I was trending. I was trending for saying what I said, and I instantly got upset. I was like, okay, I know that nobody really and truly believed that I would stand in front of this man's family and friends and say something, and say or mean something negative. Like, I can't believe that anybody would think that I would really do that. That's one. And my initial response was, you know what? Intelligent people knew what I meant, and I'm not gonna worry about anybody that didn't. But my manager had to check me, and I thank him for this, because he said, here's what's going on right now, okay? We're at war. This is just the reality of it. We are at war. We cannot leave anybody behind, okay? If you think about Jesus, when Jesus went out, he wasn't saving the saved, he was saving the unsaved. You don't educate smart people, you educate people that are ignorant. And ignorant is not an insult. Ignorant means lack of knowledge. It just means you don't know. It don't mean you're stupid. It means you don't know, right? So we're in a war, and we can't leave anybody behind. So if that means that I got to take an extra second to explain to you what I meant, then I need to take that second, because as my brother, as my sister, I cannot leave you in this state of ignorance. I can't do that. You know what I mean?
So for listeners who may not know exactly what you said, you're referring to when you use the term sacrifice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and you didn't mean it in a negative light at all.
Not at all. I didn't understand how people took it negative. I didn't understand that. It's like, I didn't say that he was a willing sacrifice. I mean, normally sacrifices aren't willing. That's kind of what makes it a sacrifice. Right. So I didn't understand what people thought. Like, no, he wasn't sacrificed, he was murdered. Okay, well, back in the days of a sacrificial lamb, or do they not kill the lamb? I didn't understand. I didn't understand what people thought I meant. You know what I mean? And the way I view it, okay, no, Of course he didn't want to die. Neither did Jesus. Jesus didn't want to get up on the cross. That was the first time he actually questioned God. Why have thou forsaken me? Right? So no, I wasn't saying he was a willing sacrifice. I wasn't saying that it was a positive thing that his life was sacrificed for this cause. But let us be honest. The energy that is happening right now, again, 50 states, 19 countries, all in unison for Black Lives Matter. This energy did not exist before George Floyd's unfortunate sacrifice.
Correct.
Right.
It did not exist. George Floyd is not the first Black man to be killed on camera by police. He wasn't the first. I can't breathe. We've used that phrase already.
Right.
Right.
But what was different about this one? What made this one different? I don't totally know what made this one different, but I'm not questioning it. I'm simply saying I appreciate the unfortunate sacrifice that this man made so that the future generations won't have to deal with the same issue that my great-grandfather, my grandfather, my father, and me have had to deal with. That's what I meant. And people took it the wrong way. And what I'm saying is I will take the time to explain, because ignorance is division. And we can't be divided right now. Now what's going on? We can't be divided. So I'll take the time. Yeah, no, here's what you thought I meant. Here's what I meant. But I will also take the time to let you know that if you're going to take what my words and misunderstand them and let that trend over the reason that I was there in the first place, your priorities might be in the wrong place.
Right.
You might be looking at this thing from the wrong angle. I'm just saying.